Okay, I'll eventually get to certain videos that I've been planning to do, but too much silly mess keep happening, too much needless stuff. But this is a key in on something. Have you ever listened to the Tom Hartman program? He does a show every weekday, Monday through Friday, from 12 to 3. And he's old school Democrat. He's not progressive. He's old school Democrat. But that's not necessarily besides the point. It's with the point. That, Tom Hartman, he said something that really bugged me. And it expresses what a lot of these other social media giants are doing. Tom Hartman said, and this is verbatim, he says, I am not trying to tell you how to vote. I just want to tell you what's going on. And that's the problem. Because, see, just hear me out. Republicans will tell you to vote Republican. The Democrats will tell you to vote Democratic. The progressives will tell you to vote Democratic, but for the progressives in the Democratic Party. But then their progressives fall a bit short, because while their progressives talk about, they give a nice little social burn to the establishment, they also aid the establishment, because the progressives, if they were really worth their salt, they wouldn't be working with Democratic establishments. They would form their own clique, their progressive clique. And in that clique, would they definitely want to spread the word of progressives. And when progressives come up for election over their establishment counterparts, they would definitely boast for those progressives. They would vet these progressives. These progressives are in the House. And in the House, they need to keep it clean. And a clean house is a good house. But they're not sweeping, they're not dusting, they're not doing any of that. They're standing around wondering how to work with the mold in the corners. And that's the problem I have with progressive Democrats in office right now. Maybe they'll get their stuff together and change, but it's not working out right now. And I would like for us to make sure that these progressives do what they need to do. And in order for that to happen, we need to do what we need to do. We need to look in that mirror every day. We need to look in that mirror, look at ourselves. Have I done something to help everyone? And that's, it might sound daunting, but it's not. So if you go somewhere and you're out and you're doing something, just minding your own business, and you're at a store or you're going in and somebody's trying to come into the store, keep the door open behind them, do that. Keep the door open so they can come in. If you're at the door waiting for something and someone's going to come in or leave, open the door for them. It's not a slave thing. It's not belittling you. No. Just open the door. Show some politeness. Show some kindness. You don't do it for a reward or thank you. You do it because it's the right thing to do, which is what I want these progressives to do. Do their job because it's the right thing to do. Right now, we just got people that's going to not work on behest of the big corporations, but we don't have people in there that's not going to fight the establishment, that do work for these big donors. Now, while all the voters held the door open for these progressives, the progressives are not shutting the door on the establishment. They need to open the door for progressives, keep the door closed for establishment, and that's one way to invoke change. We do things out of kindness. We do things for the right things for no reward, and that will help change the minds of society. They won't do it for money. They won't do it for gratitude. They won't do it because they're supposed to. They'll do it just out of kindness. And what's wrong with that? If there is anything wrong with being kind and doing the right thing, please, if there's something against it, let me know in the comment section. Maybe I'm wrong in this. But I think we can do things for the right reasons. That's really all I want to say. This is Sidra for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.